All right, everybody, I think the judges have given me the go-ahead. We are going to be moving to competitor number 4, Rin Ferraro. Rin is also from the Department of Sociology, and today she is going to be speaking on her dissertation topic, With Our Own Eyes, Future Expectations Among Teens in Oklahoma Group Homes. Thank you, Rin.
We've all been asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You probably heard this as you were about to graduate high school and consider a college major or career. This could be hard for teens to answer because they're at such a pivotal time in their life, but it may be more complicated for those that don't have a lot of stability. My research focuses on future expectations among teens that live in group homes in Oklahoma. These teens have moved many times, from their family of origin, often to other foster homes before living in a group home. And many of them will likely age out of the foster care system with no permanent family. Every year, about 20,000 kids age out of foster care. This brings incredible uncertainty as they enter adulthood with very few supports. So I asked them to reflect on who they are and what their future holds. To draw on their creativity, I asked them to respond by taking photos. We sat down together and discussed the meaning behind each photo, which served as a jumping off point for them to share deeper stories. These photos offer a glimpse into their view of the world. The 2 images on the left are some examples of them reflecting on themselves. Their responses showed that they made themselves who they are just as much as external influences. One participant shared that she used makeup as a tool to build her confidence and self-esteem because there were times in her life where she didn't have other people building her up. All of these teens put deliberate effort into bettering themselves and making sure their own needs were met. Other influences they mentioned were family members and the way they were raised. One participant shared how some of the trauma she experienced complicated her relationship with her father's religion. Other responses reflected their views on the future, like the images on the right. Most of them represented uncertainty, but in different ways. These teens were unsure of what their future is going to hold, but they weren't worried. They know that life is full of ups and downs, and their future is going to be no different. Whether it's recognizing that even stormy days can still be beautiful, or that there's adventure in everyday tasks, these teens had positive and realistic views on their futures. So why should we care? Understanding youth's expectations for their future is critical to identifying ways to better support them as they age out of foster care, as their expectations now influence their decision-making throughout their life. Those that don't have high expectations may fall into a self-fulfilling prophecy and make decisions that are detrimental to them later on. But those with high expectations are more likely to make decisions that lay the foundation for good potential outcomes to become a reality. My study demonstrates that these teens are aware that the barriers and challenges they faced have influenced their trajectories, but they also recognize the agency they have in paving their own path and shaping their future. And in order for them to reach their full potential, we need to connect them to programs and services that best align with their personal goals. Because as they hold on to realistically optimistic expectations, these teens show that they can really see the bigger picture. Thank you.